Hey, Graham Watts with Intera Real Estate, and just wanted to share with you some information that's important for you to know if you own an investment property in East Palo Alto. I've been getting a ton of phone calls from investors and past clients wondering what's been going on. They've been getting these letters in the mail. I don't know if you've gotten one recently, but you are actually required, if you own an investment property in the city of East Palo Alto, to pay for and apply for a business license. The city actually has had this on their books for a long time. They've just never really enforced it, and a lot of people didn't even know that this was out there. But recently, the city hired a third party to run their business license fee, and they've really started to crack down on this. So it's important for you to do this because this is going to save you potentially a lot of money in penalties and interest. And watch this video to the end because I'm going to give you a couple little tips here that could help. So I'm going to give you a little background as to what's been going on here. So actually, as of on July 5th of 2016, if you had an investment property in East Palo Alto, you were actually required to maintain a business license in the city. But the city has been really bad about enforcing and informing people about this. So this is important that you know that right now there's an amnesty program going on in the city where they will not charge you any penalties or interest for putting in your business license, even if it is several years behind. That deadline for that amnesty program is April 2nd. So you have to make sure you get in this application by April 2nd. If it's past that, from April 3rd to May 17th, they're going to charge you half the penalties and interest. And from then forward, they'll charge you full penalties and interest. So I actually called the business licensing people that they hired, and they said there is no exception for financial hardships. Penalties will still accrue. If you have questions, you should give them a call. Their number is 650-250-5896. That's 650-250-5896. Or you can DM me or message me below. I'd be happy to provide that to you. So the business license fees are going to be based on gross receipts and total revenue prior to any deductions. So here's a rough tier for you. It is $0 to $1,000 a year is $50 a year in business license. The second tier is $1,001 to $100K, $129 per year. The third tier, $101 to $250,000 is $250 a year. $251,000 in earnings to $500,000 is $500 a year. And from $500,000 and $1,000 to $10 million is $1 per every $1,000 in gross receipts, and $10 million plus is 50 cents per every $1,000 in gross receipts. So I actually did a little research on this, and I said, well, how far can they charge back on these fees? So the statute of limitations in California is up to 3 years. So they can only charge up to 3 years past of these business license fees. And you'll notice here on the form, it actually has 4 years. So I actually called and spent about 20 minutes on the phone with the person trying to tell them that this was 4 years, not 3 years. Eventually, she came back and said that the reason they're asking for 2019 specifically is because that's informational only and they will not charge business license fees on that. But I think you should probably call them just to confirm before you quote me on that. Application itself, where you see description of business, which is about right here, you can write in rental property. That's sufficient, and the other information is pretty self-explanatory. I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, DM me below, give me a call, shoot me a text. Happy to help.